hardest thing about having a voice is deciding whether you're willing to use it. Today we're going to talk about Esther. We like to think of her as this really bold, courageous woman, but the story did not always start like that. Firstly, when Haman plotted to kill the Jews, Mordecai went to Esther and said to her, "You need to go to the king and speak to him." And her response immediately was, "I cannot do that. If I go to the king without being summoned, I will be put to death." And so we see that she was actually afraid and not bold at all. It was Mordecai who had to tell her, "Listen, don't think you're going to be spared from this calamity. Maybe, just maybe, perhaps you're put in the palace for such a time as this." And it was this specific line that made Esther say, "You know what? I will go to the king. You guys fight for me, and if I perish, I perish." Now, the key takeaway that I want us to take today as Christians is the willingness to step up, the willingness to speak, the willingness to be bold when the situation requires us to. For example, if you're at work and there's an office bully, are you going to speak up or are you going to remain silent? Or you are, again, maybe in the workplace or friendship groups or whatever it is, and people are gossiping about a particular person. Do you say something or do you remain silent? When you witness injustice, are you going to speak up or are you going to remain silent? Because listen, the Lord gave us this voice for a reason, and that when the Holy Spirit nudges you to be bold, speak up and say something, you have to go ahead and do it. Because guess what? You may be the answer to someone else's prayer. Only